Hello everybody, my name is Zest and welcome back to HOI4. In today's video, based on the last poll that I did, we're going to be doing a challenge today. We, as Communist China, will be trying to unify China, but not with Mao Zedong. We are going to be doing it via Marxist orthodoxy and get Wang Ming in charge. Let's begin, shall we, by keeping Mao in charge. No, but seriously, we need to do land distribution and literacy programs. The extra research slot is very powerful because we have to start off by getting civilian trains and artillery, because for some reason we don't have trains unlocked. Don't know why. Anyway, we do not have any roof slots to build anything, so let's just build a small railway out of Shaanxi to somewhere like here. And for our mills, just more guns. Oh, 8 divisions, that's okay. Put them on the Shaanxi border, something like that. There you go, let's break that off, because Mao Zedong will be simply the general for now. So let's start spamming out of our reserve template, 16 units on max priority, so we can just completely overrun the Shaanxi lines, which will be useful. But anyway, let's go to speed 5 and begin. Oh hey, we now have enough political power to justify Shaanxi. There we go, 125 days. And with 37 political power, and before our first circus is even done, we're getting our second dislocation on the Saibi Sanma. We could take down all of these northern warlords very quickly, and more mills, states, recruitable pop will come from this, so I see no reason to keep them around at this point. And there we go, a full army group of rubbish under-equipped units, but you know what, they're the best rubbish under-equipped units in China. Now for us, it's time to strengthen the Central Secretariat and Marxist orthodoxy. And with our third research slot, we can finally do things like electronics and industry and all of that. Very special stuff. And justifications ready on Shaanxi. They are pretty weak right now. Probably no more than like 3 divisions, so we're aggressive and we'll just walk around them. And let's get our core justification on Xinjiang. Time to just go around and get VPs and finish up. This should not take long. Oh yes, they also got MMXXII and nags with Mongolia and Tanatuva, as they can help us with Lend-Lease at this point. The Soviets don't have any weapons to spare. Hey, those 235 guns will come in useful for us. And there goes Shaanxi. Not much of trouble. We'll just take all of their states. And there we go, we are cornered no more. And let's join the Soviet Union. This forces the Sanma to spread out along its borders with them, despite the fact we'll never call Mongolia or the Soviets in. And we finally get ourselves an actual slot, so a mill if you please. And we're going to extend our railway to the Shaanxi border, something like this, and we'll queue up a supply hub for later. And we have enough political power for a silent workforce and to improve relations with Germany and Italy, because they'll be very useful in giving us everything that we could need. Next justification is done. Good. Now let's get Lend-Lease from everyone we have asked ever so nicely. Yep, our plan to take over China basically revolves around asking nicely for stuff and getting stuff. But hey, it works. Ask nicely in this game, you'll get a lot of things. Oh well, Germany doesn't have any things to give us right now, but Italy definitely does. Nice. Progress. But for the Sanma, it's going to be a case of stopping this one unit and having it literally walk around the entire Saibi Sanma army, encircling it, and that's the end of them. And there you go, the entire Ma army is encircled. Well, they can't stop us now. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Wang Ming. Don't worry, Mao still around as our field marshal, but Wang Ming will take the reins for now. And he knows that we're going to have to do Yan-based area, prepare for War of Japan, and government and national defence. We'll have to leave Comintern just before prepare War of Japan is done, because we'll get bypassed otherwise. But that is okay. Now that we have 10 XP, we're going to edit this Remy Judy division to have a single artillery battalion. This is mostly so Germany and the Soviets, there you go, will give us some. And we're going to go for concentrated industry today. I want the output more than anything else. Got to start filling out our army roles, so we're going to go for army reformer first. We will need a lot of XP today. Justification on Xinjiang is done, but we're not ready. Whatever, we'll be fine. We now have enough XP to make our ideal template, which will be this. 21 width. Not good, but we'll do good enough. And there's the end of the Sanma. Probably could have waited a bit longer and got an organizer, but oh well. let's go. There we go, we've created an intelligence agency. It's time for us to reorganize the railway system so we can get this supply hub done in time. There we go. Over there is really bad for supplies, so yeah, we're getting supply. And that final Lend-Lease, we can pretty much say goodbye to the Comintern now. Sorry, Stalin, but... Oh, what do you know, Mao did actually get Organizer in the end. Can he get something like Trickster? Eventually we'll go for things like Cryptology on Japan, but for now, we're going to focus our civs to get our supply hub done. You know, that's much more important right now. And that's it for Xinjiang and all the northern warlords. Annex as well. Just 99 equipment apparently, but at least we can send our units back now. And with time to spare. Probably could have gone a little longer for more Lend-Lease, but oh, whatever. Sometimes you just have to stop while you're ahead. But we are going to change all of our units to this template, so get rid of that. And change them all over. We're definitely not going to have a lot of supplies, but oh well. Got to start building artillery now. And let's steal some civilian trains. Anyway, Mao can get his job back. Time for him to get Logistics Wizard and Charismatic. The actual general for these guys, Ling Bao. Of course, you get Organizer and Logistics Wizard from Zhu Di, but I think it'd be more interesting to have Mao be our Field Marshal. And there's Government National Defense. We have 70 days before Japan arrives, so we can either do focus on China or Soviet leadership. I'm going to do focus on China. And yes, we will let the Warlords in, because the more the better. Well, there's our supply hub. We're also going to link to the old Shaanxi supply hub, because that'll be useful. But let's get on the Menguko border. Hopefully focus on China will give us that little edge while we continue to build up, because for now we're going to do Soviet leadership and Soviet economic aid. And it has begun. Japan has declared. Should we wait until Chiang Kai-shek gives us the call, or should we join him ourselves? You know, let's join him ourselves. I'm going to regret it, but there we go. And we're holding. That's good. We'll probably have to shift some units in and out of combat, so like do this, do that, do this, do that. But for now, it's just going to be building up, getting as much Lend-Lease and the like that we can. We're definitely not strong enough to take on Japan yet. The main thing for us is hoping that Japan burns out, and eventually we'll be strong enough to push them out. Unfortunately, we can't get much help from the Soviet Union as they hate our guts for being a factory traitor. Which we totally are, to be fair, but... You know. I think personally, you know, we just had to do what was best. I think that supply hub is coming very handy. While we don't have the best org or supply, it would be so much worse if we hadn't built it. Oh, we also have plenty of XP, so let's go for static warfare, more entrenchment and max entrenchment. We are going to dig in. If we have to, we'll use force attack and force defend, but now it doesn't look like we need to. 35 XP, professional officer corps, more XP. Really bring it in. Bring it in. Oh, that is really, really unfortunate. Mutinies at this point. That sucks. That really sucks. Because that's what mutinies do. Guys, we are fighting Japan right now. Now is really not the time to get all prissy. But good. That didn't stay around long, but it can happen again. Our stability is low. We're going to eventually have to do things like enforce the free rules and abolish the land rent to get rid of that threat. We will probably need 2 or 3 armies to be ready to push Japan out. Once they burn out, of course. Oh, I almost forgot. Former Cryptology Department. We can finally get our doctrine, and we're not going to be on mass assault. We're going to go for grand battle plan. More entrenchment. German initiative have filled us up, so slowly but surely we're going to start training up. Low priority, let's get these guys out soon, but not in a hurry. Finally, Soviet economic aid. We should definitely go down to People's Liberation Army, so Revolutionary Military Commission, and the Central Military Commission, and People's Liberation Army. Really, it's the augury gain that's rubbish to deal with. I mean, to be fair, we're doing okay with it. But you know what we could do? Better. Japan has already lost 70, let's call that 80k to us, but we have lost around the same. overall as a Chinese faction. So I'd say we're doing quite well. Let's see how good our defense are. Plus 42 defense. Damn. Defense value 504. Attack. Damn, they're just going to bleed if they attack in that tile. And it's even using force attack and it's still not enough. That's how you know we're doing great. Thank you, Austria. Oh, tile's not doing too good. That's okay. Let's just reinforce it a bit more. Just because we're doing strong doesn't mean Japan can't push us away. We'll just have to remain vigilant and on top of it. I would go for something like the infantry expert, but what I'm actually going to do is worker conditions. I really cannot afford more mutinies or strikes. And now that I've said that, I know they're inevitable, but you know. Preventative measures, shall I say. We have plenty of units, so let's deploy some. There we go, first 12. They'll just be in the behind, exercising for a little while. Once there's 24 of them, they'll join the line. Who would have thought that Italy and Germany would be enough to fund an entire military-industrial complex sorta in China? But it is true. You know we're doing very good when even Chiang Kai-shek has done actually quite a good job in defense. Because we led it. Wow, one unit's gone all the way to veterans. They're not going to stay like that, I'm sure, but that shows... Damn. PLA is done, and now let's grab mobile warfare. Honestly, the attack on core territory is too powerful to ignore, and I knew it! I knew that would happen again! Right, let's just wait so we have 125 political power. There we go. At least this time it strikes. It's only strikes. I can live with that. Good news, it's now August 1938, so that means Hungary's ideology flip is on the way. Hungary has one of the largest stockpiles of any country that I've seen. Usually. And heroes on the production front. Very good. So you know what? Those strikes might have actually come in useful, because that means we only have to enforce the free rules and not abolish the land rent. That will give us just enough stability to prevent those happening again. Honestly, it looks like the siege of Beijing has been insane. It has been going this whole time. I swear there's a movie about the siege of Shanghai, but in this universe it'll be the movie about the siege of Beijing. And that's mobile warfare. We're now prepared to fight, but we are not in the position to. So for now, the free rules. 8,000 on the first go. That is great. We can get units out. Once this third army is ready, we'll go. But for now, this fourth army will be on the back. This one will be training up. Well, I don't think we need to ban or permit the European trade for now, so infiltration. And finally, we can jump off extensive. Even getting the old friends back together. Damn, that's all the guns from Mongolia. You know what, Town TV? You did your best. Winter. I think I'm going to wait until April to push. The one thing that does surprise me is why Japan hasn't done any naval invasions yet. Well, I guess it took this long enough. We're finally going to get ourselves an infantry expert. Oh well, more XP, the better. Always that Japan's finally doing it, which is great news actually. This means the line will be expunged and expanded. So they're going for Qingdao. They've landed. Looks like our time has come. Then Japan is at probably their weakest right now. So these are our casualties. We've done pretty good. 60k, we even have quite a few veterans. Don't get used to them, they're not going to be around. Let's march. There goes the first tile. We're going to Shangbei. I don't think Japan is in any real state now. We're going to try and encircle Mingukuo. Yeah, look at that. Japan is just melting. We've got like 25% core territory speed. I mean attack. And because all of China is our core, Japan just melts. And Mingukuo falls. Next army, join them. Let's go. Time to make our moves. We're attacking from Mongolia. What? military access be like that, I suppose. Oh yes, we have broken out, but it doesn't mean it's all easy. Japan is still a major after all, and we're not. I mean, we are, but give me that. The next step will be to eliminate Puyi and his false state. Once Manchukuo falls, we'll be good. Oh yes, I forgot, I should link up the supply hub that Manchukuo has. Do it now. So when we get to Heixing, we'll do the same. Yeah, we've linked up that supply hub and we've captured another. We've captured... There's just one randomly here. That's great. That's honestly great. Puyi will fall when Beijing does, because it turns out it did fall in the end. And somehow he's been given suzerainty of it. And that's it for Manchukuo. He's down. Right, let's go to Korea. Next army in. We'll close this pocket as well, but... Damn, that's a lot of Japanese trapped. Also, we need to finish up Easter Bay, because that's also something that needs to go. The White Peace event won't fire until Japan has been kicked out of China and Korea, so we must do both without delay. And finally, close economy? No, free trade. Should have done that years ago, but there we go. And another encirclement for the books. And Japan has been flushed out of Easter Bay. That leaves only Korea to go. And that will be the end of Japan. Oh. Happened while I wasn't even paying attention. There is the end of this war. We have kicked Japan out. And the war is over. Whew. That was good. We never even lost a tile, I don't think. So next step, build up, take down Chiang Kai-shek. This shall not be hard, I think. We already have 120 units. How many does he have? 137. But we have much better units. And in any case, I'm building a lot more units to outproduce him. We even got our doctrines all the way down to attritional containment, which is very good. We'll get 7 more units, which will give us 96 in a second army, and then we'll go and get Chiang Kai-shek. We'll overwhelm him. That's the plan. We won't kick out Yan'an or Guangxi immediately, so they will have to garrison that border too. And beautifully, there is no Chinese unity, so they'll have to fight us directly. We must, however, grab 100 regiments campaign first. That is a very powerful buff. That's what I'm looking for. Cheng Fang, brilliant strategist. Wow, you just got hired, Zhao, and you've already fallen ill. And so has you. God damn. Of course, Lord Pets did that. We now have 50 XP again, so we're going to go away from static warfare to flexible org now. Don't expect to be on the defense this time. Right, let's do mission to the Soviet Union, and I think we'll be ready to go. Right, with 50 days to go, we'll launch our uprising. No need to kick China out just yet. We'll do it with just a few days to go so they can caught completely off guard. And, more importantly, they don't get any guarantees. So Chang has done British cooperation, so we've got to kick him out as late as we can to minimise chances of guarantees. 6 o'clock, he's done. Only a few hours left, and yep, no guarantees for Chiang Kai-shek. Beautiful. Admittedly, that's cost us in the frontline sense, but it also means that Guangxi and Yan'an are still on our side, so he has to garrison their borders, and their troops won't be on his side. So you've got to figure the positives. Aggressive, let's go. Let's also activate that 100 regiments offensive. I think we now have plus 50 attack in core territory, because you've got plus 5 there, plus 20, plus 25, yeah, that's plus 50 attack. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's go. That's funny. That gave the old tank icon from before No Step Back, but it gave us a regular tank. It's going well so far. Casualties are acceptable, all things considered. We have 14 million manpower now. We have just taken Chongqing, and Nanjing will fall soon enough. Oh, this is going to be a big one. And there you go, no escape. That is 12 divisions wrapped for good. Oh, we encircled some of Stalin's units. Oh dear, that's going to be an embarrassment to explain to him. I didn't even do that. The AI did that. Soviets declared war on Latvia because, of course, they did. And now the Soviets are at war with the Allies. Whoops. What have we done? We've created the weird, weird world. Chang is on his way out, so let's prepare our next justification. Kick out Guangxi and declare to justify on them. I swear if you get guaranteed, that is going to be a pain. And there goes Chiang Kai-shek. Whew, that was a bit harder than I would have expected, but we still got him within a good time frame. Now just time for the Guangxi clique and Yunnan, and it's done. I guess I don't need this government and national defence anymore. There we go, we're back in the common turn, so let's bypass internationalism. And we can already proclaim the PRC. We have to get rid of the Warlords before Japan can go after them, otherwise it's just GG. Because France is a prick, they decided to guarantee Yunnan. Great! So now I'm going to have to do border conflicts against them. You're in no position to guarantee anyone, de Gaulle. Border war. Ah yes, the 5,000 day border war. And thank you. Well, if this keeps up, we might still get Komin yet. I don't know why France guaranteed them this time and not in my practice, but you know, the HOI4 works in mysterious ways. And there it is, the PRC, People's Republic of China. PRC declared, but that's Mao Zedong. Okay, you're a field marshal and very important, but that clearly says Wang Ming was doing it. So I guess, I don't know, he intersected or something. Or maybe he just really liked the spotlight. But anyway, Guangxi, time for you to join. Ah, my favourite, breaking entrenchment. Okay, 11 units encircled. Good. And there they go. That war was more annoying than actually unifying China against Chang, you know. Right. A few units on the Yunanese border, and we should be okay in a few months' time with one more little border incident. And that should be the end of them. As long as Japan didn't declare on them, who cares? Right, let's stage our incident. If there is any intel to gain, I'm going to do it on Yunnan now. Right, let's finish this. Well, at least our units made it. And that's it. We annex Yunnan. Hey France, did you hear the news? We got them anyway. The guarantee, well, it meant nothing. It's good to beat the HOI4 in its own game like that, you know? But yes, I think we will call this here. You know, I actually think this run was actually very fun. Playing Wang Ming China is definitely not something so many people do, but it's actually quite good. I mean, it's just Mao, I guess, with a different flavour. You don't get Maoism, but considering just how much Lend-Lease I've done, I think the Lend-Lease pretty much makes up for that. But yes, this is a fun challenge. I'm sure we'll do some more in the future. But until next time, everybody, this is Zest here, playing Wang Ming's PRC, and goodbye.